Speaking of brick, you have managed to escape a scorpion, evade a vulture, and are going through the forest.
The vulture was a pansy.
Yeah.
Well,
Scavenger.
Her name was Pansy, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, exactly. So you managed to make some good time, and you start hearing rustling in the foliage on either side of you.
Oh, look at it while walking by. Not going to spend too much time. Just glance over there.
You see a large creature. He's twice or almost 3 times as tall as you are. And when you look on either side, you see another one. And it's a little bit smaller. And one has brown scales with a hint of copper, and the other has brown scales with a hint of green.
Well,
and that's the majority of what you're able to see.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep walking and be aware of their presence.
What is your fastest speed?
120 feet per 6 seconds.
Okay. They're keeping up with you.
Okay. Unless they attack me, I'm not doing anything to them.
Okay. After about an hour of them like keeping up with you and like switching positions on you and like
most of the time I'm only moving 80 though.
You're only moving 80?
Yeah. Like my fastest is 120 if I choose to burn.
Are you choosing to burn with these 2 large creatures next to you?
They're not bugging me. I'm not bugging them.
Okay. So about 30 minutes through your pace, you stop noticing for them for a while, and then they burst out of the foliage in an attempt to surprise you, but you see it a mile away. And roll for initiative.
17?
You go first.
Okay. So I'm going to punch the first one. The big one. The bigger one.
The bigger one?
The bigger one.
Okay.
That is going to be a 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to expend one of my...
It seems to shrug off the blow.
Okay. I'm going to expend one of the key points to hit them 2 more times.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 16 and a 23 to hit.
Both hit.
For a total of 10 damage.
And this turning is on how much damage?
10 and... what did I say that first one was? I don't recall. 6. It was 10 and 6. It was 10 and 6. So a total of 16. So assuming it's standard resistance, it's going to take 8. And it needs to make a dexterity saving throw, or else it'll be knocked prone.
What's the DC?
13.
It passes.
Yep. And yes, the turn.
Okay, so they're both going to attack you.
Okay.
They're both going to hit you.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a 19 and a 24 to hit.
Okay.
What's your max health?
26.
What's your current health?
23. Correction, 25. I forgot to add my con modifier when I rolled my hit dice.
Okay, so they're both going to go out and bite you.
Yep.
You're gonna take 25 damage.
No, okay, I'm unconscious.
Okay. I rolled below minimum.
Below minimum?
Below average.
Oh,
On both.
yeah.
Well, you're dead.
Unconscious. I got knocked perfectly to 0.
Mm-hmm. You wake up at evening time,
Okay.
and your armor is shredded.
What armor?
The stuff you're made of
Okay.
is mangled and bitten and torn off, and you're exposed.
Okay.
As much as a Warforged can be. You're going to take -1 to your AC.
Okay.
Or
I
whatever
no
the
longer have
benefit
the
is.
benefit.
Huh?
I no longer have the benefit from the class. Okay.
Yeah.
From
Until
the
you
race,
until you repair yourself.
which I don't have any material to do.
I mean, you've got your material.
But how am I supposed to take like material from, let's say, my arm, and fix myself?
No. It's like you have been de-armored.
Yeah.
And like there's bites and shit in it.
Yeah.
And so it's mangled, but all the pieces are still there.
Okay.
So if we can get a hot enough flame.
Basically, what happened is they thought you were food because you were moving, and they figured out that you weren't food.
But were they velociraptors?
No, they were twice as tall as the Warforged.
Yeah.
Oh, then they must have been T-Rexes.
Some.
Okay,
So, I mean, I'm gonna continue my journey. Trying to
Okay.
find people.
You have your max HP, but you're.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to take your parts?
Not at the moment.
You're gonna leave them there?
Oh, wait, like they're parts of me are laying on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the fucking parts.
Okay.
Gotcha. I misunderstood what you were saying. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm taking all my bits.
Okay. Take your bits with you.
so we can call him Bitsy?
I don't care. The
If you
rest.
want to be punched in the facey.
The rest of the party. Your long rest was interrupted. What did you guys want to do after the long rest? It is mid-morning for you guys.
Well, I'm going to need to take that long rest so I can get my spells back.
Okay.
You know, especially my second level spells because I used both of them
Have we eaten? Should we eat
to heal her.
first?
Yeah, how many days have we been here now? It's been at least 2,
No. It's been like 1.5.
1.5. So we don't technically need to eat again, I don't think yet, because we have to eat once per day.
I mean,
We could eat again
no,
now.
it's like normal people. Like, you want to eat more than once a day, otherwise you get hungry.
Well, a ration is enough for a day's worth of food.
Yes.
So, in my mind, that means once a day, because you naturally eat the ration throughout the day, I would assume.
Plus,
So-
that's kind of how he often eats. He'll have one enormous meal.
That's fine.
So, we have 2 rations, 3 people. You
Well, no,
want
we've
to take
got-
a long rest?
If y'all can let me take a long rest so I can get my healing.
Yes,
Shall
that's
we
what I'm getting at.
Try to make something a little bit more fortified, since we do keep getting attacked during our rests.
If we do box ourselves in something, we won't see them coming. That's been our saving. We've seen them coming. Right?
We don't have to completely box it out in a way that we can't see them.
As I was saying, I think we need to find more food. Because we have 3 people and 2 rations.
Oh, we just got the
We have the
Do we
crab food, yeah.
Okay.
we've got the 3 crabs now, and we've
Okay.
got that
And we've
centipede.
also been here a day and a half and we still haven't seen our buddy.
Well, as far as we know, he went off. Did we see him go with the...
You
Yeah.
totally saw me riding the dice.
So we don't
So-
even know if he's on the same island
Exactly.
and we don't know how big the island is. Do we assume that he would have made it to us by now?
We have no idea.
We have absolutely no idea where he's at.
That's how we felt about Alberon, too. But we waited for him.
Yeah. But what I'm
Did
going
we
to
wait a day and a half?
We waited a significant amount of time.
Well, what I was going to say is if we want to explore, to get an idea, we're going to have to start. But if he's making his way towards us, we need to leave some sort of sign for him.
Well, I know, and we're not leaving for at least 8 hours. You need a rest.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I'm going to rest. If y'all want, decide what y'all want to do.
Do you guys want to do anything with the crabs?
Well, we already were
working
talking
on that.
about the meat. Yeah. Is there anything else we can do with them?
Yeah, we could sit there and
Give me survival checks.
$18.
20? Not
12.
natural.
Okay.
18 for me.
So with a 20 and an 18, you can figure out that it might be a good idea to harvest the shells to either make shields or better armor for whoever wants it. If you salvage all 3 of the carapaces from the crabs, you can make 1 set of armor, or you can make 3 shields.
What is the armor an equivalent to?
It would be AC 15.
No, I mean leather, mail.
It's carapace armor. It wouldn't be anything like anything.
Plus dex or max dex bonus of X or
Max dex bonus of 2.
So it'd be 17.
15 to 17, depending on who's wearing it.
Yeah.
It is medium armor.
Okay, that's the question.
Do we have anybody who doesn't have armor?
I do not have armor. I've been giving it off to others because I have ranged weapons and shapes.
Would you like armor?
It wouldn't hurt.
Could we make a
Every time
carapace
I go
armor and
in-
a shield?
You can either make carapace armor or 3 shields.
Okay.
I have no use for a shield at this point. But if you guys do take the shields over the armor, because like I said, or was trying to say, whenever I go into close combat, I'm in a form anyway. Unless
That's
something's
true.
going to sneak up on me. And I use their armor, not the armor I'm wearing.
Your armor would morph into the shape when you're a druid. You don't gain the benefit of the armor, but your
Well, yeah,
armor
that's what I'm
morphs
saying.
into
It's
it.
useless in the shape. It doesn't add anything in the shape form, and that's what I'm always in. But it's useless. If they need shields, it's more important for them to have shields.
Badass or bad news?
Yes.
The point still stands even with that.
Alright, Alvaron, you want shields or shall we make armor for Roland?
Tell you what, let's make armor for Roland.
Alright.
Protect him.
Roland, do you need to take a long rest?
I'm only down 1 spell. I don't necessarily need to. I can.
It'll take the entire 8-hour rest to make this armor somewhat manageable to wear.
Well, I'm assuming she's going to be making it since he has to rest.
Yeah, I don't have to rest. I'm only down 1 hit point.
So I'll take my 4 hour.
Okay.
And get my spell slot back, I guess.
Are you proficient in any sort of tool other than these tools, Kastara? Because this is more complicated than just throwing leathers together. This is like trying to make sure that parts, like, you're trying to fit hard pieces of shell around a person's body and make it work.
Yeah, I don't think I am proficient in anything really other than thieves' tools.
Okay, so you're just going to do a survival check.
Okay. $13.
It'll take you longer than the long rest.
Okay. Do I need to roll again?
No.
No.
That was it, like, time. Like, eventually you'll figure it out, but it'll take time.
Takes time. Okay.
It'll probably take you a day and a half to fix it all up.
Okay, so we take our long rest. I get my spells back.
Mm-hmm.
She's over there banging away with rocks and on the carapace, making the armor for him. I'm going to sit there when I get up. Shoot. Roland, I'm going to walk down the beach, or I'm going to head north for a little bit, for about an hour, and then I'll be back. I just want to see
Pull up the map. Because isn't north into the forest?
No.
North is up the beach.
Oh, that's right, because he put the map on the side. He didn't put north up like normal people do.
Yeah, I'm going to sit there and...
Because in my head, this is the way the map was constructed.
Okay.
Because I was, for some reason, I had north going towards actual true north.
Okay, that's
And
fine.
I'm sitting on the east side of true north.
You know, we need to start looking at this place a little bit. What do you think?
I say go ahead, but be careful. The things we've been attacked with over here, just sitting still,
I know.
you're going to be moving around. You'll attract attention.
Yeah.
So don't go too far out where we may not be able to help you.
Yeah, I'm just going to go about an hour up.
About an hour is quite a ways from us if you do need help.
Yeah. I just feel that we've got, being the kind that I am, I can't sit still.
Okay, go.
What's your speed?
30. I figure, I'll just walk up a little bit. Looking at the map, I'll probably make it to that promontory.
What's
That's an hour's
of
journey?
travel? Let the GM decide what your hour length is, because he knows the dimensions of the map better than you do.
You're going north, right?
Yeah. Or, well, not really. Yeah, north, walking along the beach.
You're following the beach north.
Yeah.
So in that sense, you would make it to the edge of that promontory. Like you'd make it around here.
That's about what I was thinking. And I'm going to...
The only reason why Brick is making such good speed is because Monk.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do...
He's traveling like 3 times faster than you, 4 times faster.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do when I get there about an hour, I'm going to try to make some tracks and whatnot in the sand to write out something, we're this way. Try to leave a message for him.
Okay, so that's about as far as you would get. You haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
In an hour. So, are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Roll a stealth check. What armor are you wearing?
Leather.
Okay.
17 plus 6, 23.
23? Okay. You managed to either avoid or evade the creatures that you see. You see giant snakes, centipedes, crabs, apes, hyenas, all of them larger than what you're used to.
Oh boy.
You see a pack of hyenas actually tearing apart something huge, monstrous, beyond your comprehension. If you didn't know better, you'd say it was a dragon.
A dragon?
You would say it was a dragon.
Oh boy. Well...
Or a boule or something lizard-like and huge.
Yeah. Well, like I was going to say, I get about an hour up there. Then I do what I wanted to do, try and leave him some sort of message.
Okay.
Hoping, because I don't know where he's at. So I'm going to leave some sort of message in the sand above the tide line, hoping that if he's walking the beach...
And I'll allow it because you guys saw him going off to the north direction. So it's a stretch, but it's not so much of a stretch that I'm going to nitpick it.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I do. I leave a message basically with an arrow pointing south saying, "We this way." And I make my way back to Kastara and Roland, and I tell him,
Give me your stealth check on your way back.
22.
Okay. Same thing.
When I get back, I tell them, hey guys, what I saw up that way has got me a little bit worried. Because you notice those crabs we saw, or we've just fought? I saw hyenas, I saw apes.
More crabs.
I saw more crabs, I saw snakes.
More centipedes.
More centipedes. I saw all these things that are more huge than anything we have ever, at least me, I've ever seen. You know, it's almost like we're in the land of the giants.
Well, it's just like I told you about what I heard overnight.
Yeah.
There's a ton of stuff out there, and it's bigger than it should be.
Yeah, well,
That's why we should try to stay together and try to wait for Brick.
Yeah, well, what I did is I left a message in the sand up that way. That way he knows that he's going the right way. If he's coming this way. For all I know, he could have taken the other side of the but just got to do something.
Okay.
And so, you know, what I saw, I'm letting you know, and what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So how's that going, Costera? Can I give you a hand?
I would love a hand. It's taken forever.
Here. I may not be, you know, the best in the world, but hey, I'm lending a hand.
You can cut off about 4 hours of work by helping.
Okay.
Can I give him inspiration for offering to give a hand?
Does everybody else agree?
Sure.
So I've got to do
I'm going to give an inspiration to Bill. Pretty good with my bullshit.
You know, I figure, you know, even though I'm a tiefling, you know, even though I'm a bard, I'm not the kind to just sit. She's working on something, she needs help, I'm going to jump in and help, do what I can. You've got the fire going, you've probably kept it going.
I would assume so.
And so, you know, here she is, she's, you know, doing what she's doing, and I just lend a hand.
Yeah, she's like alternating between like boiling the shells and like water in another shell that she finds, and like curing it and like shaping it to the best of her ability without breaking it.
And so we finally get it.
It's tough work.
It's tough work, and we put on the Roland and find a couple of...
So it is your second night, and you guys have stuck around. Did you guys do more foraging?
Well,
With the amount of food we have and the time that was spent on that, I would say no.
Okay.
But with the crab, the centipede, and sushi, with the rest of the... I think we made a fairly decent meal for us for the night, and probably a couple more nights, right? So...
Okay.
Well, it depends. Are you
While
continue
we're-
on preserving all of this?
While we are sitting there, you know, eating, and, you know, before we go to bed, I'm going to sit there and just entertain, you know, as a bard, try to help build your spirits back up.
Okay.
You done?
Yep.
Roll performance.
16.
What kind of song are you trying to do? Entertaining how? Entertaining sad, entertaining angry, entertaining happy.
Entertaining happy.
Okay.
I'm
Sing
not
it.
going to. No,
Sing it.
not the way my throat is feeling right now, folks. But I figure I'd sit there and.
You've already failed the challenges that I gave you before the game started.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Okay.
The song that I entertain with is Frankie Lane Sea Cruise. Or Frankie Ford, excuse me. Since we're on the beach. And then I sit there and use my bardic lore and just sit there and start telling the story of Sigmund and the Sea Monster.
Yeah.
So I'm not only just singing, but I'm also using.
You're doing bard stuff.
But doing bard stuff.
Yeah. Okay. You rolling with your perception. You notice that there are far less inquisitive noises this night.
Okay.
None more aggressive, but
Now that he's done talking, I was going to make a recommendation before we all go to settle down for the night.
Okay.
That we think about the next day working on building some way to get off the island like a boat. Or a raft.
That'd work.
Man, if only you guys had a sailor with you.
Well, the weather started getting rough, man.
And the tiny ship was tossed.
The fearless crew wasn't very helpful.
Just a recommendation for a project for the next day.
Yeah, that'd work.
Sounds good.
We got all the. How much driftwood do we find on the beach?
And how much have we burned?
Yeah.
Almost all of it.
See?
Within, like...
And we're going to want fresh wood, not driftwood. We're probably going to want to try to take a tree.
Yeah, come to think of it, probably, I don't know if we could split logs out, because I've seen loggers, chopping trees and using those big axes they use.
Mm-hmm.
But
if we put a long wood handle on your sword, it might be a makeshift one.
maybe.
You didn't like that at first. I saw the look of what?
I'm sitting here trying to figure out. Let me just see. I'll use my intelligence. No.
You totally think it's a great idea.
What did you roll?
It was a 5 plus
Oh,
whatever.
dude, that's the best idea you've ever heard in your life. Use your sword, man.
Yep.
No. Use her sword.
No. At least I know bronze was not as good. But wait a second. Those big giant claws on those crabs. What? That looks...
But are they sharp?
I don't know. We can find out tomorrow.
Because most of the time on crab claws, I've noticed they're kind of a blunt thing. What hurts is the force behind the pinch, not the actual sharpness of the claw.
Yeah, but hey, it'd be something to try.
Okay.
All right.
All right, now you may
Dude,
continue.
they've totally forgotten about like half the things, though.
Only half?
More than half, but yeah.
Yeah.
At least in my mind, if I was in the situation you guys are in, I'd be like, oh, I have all of these resources. I now have an arsenal. Okay. So,
But you're metagaming with some of that.
I'm metagaming with all of it. I said if I was in that position.
Yeah, but I'm
Not
going
my
off of
character.
the knowledge of my character.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's completely nil.
Well, there is something that you guys have already done that you should have done again. I'm not telling you. You did it in the last room. You didn't do it this time around. Figure it out. Anyways, Brick,
I'm changing my strategy.
you really can't quadruple move or triple move while trying to hold your bits together.
Can I have you restart that?
Restart what?
Because of her doing Jeopardy
Oh.
right as she started, it's going to be really hard to clip.
Yeah, that's fine. Brick, it is really difficult for you to try to triple move while holding all of your things together. The most you can do is dash.
I am changing my strategy anyways.
Okay.
I would like to take the time and risk going into the tree line to scavenge materials to make myself a bag.
A bag?
A bag.
It'll take you the entire day to find enough plant fiber. Unless you want to hunt.
Squirrel hunt.
Give me a survival check.
17.
You managed to find half the plant fiber you need after 3 hours.
Okay.
And you managed to hunt enough. Let's say you come across a couple more giant lizards, like the ones that you've already seen.
Okay.
Like they're just giant lizards. I'm not even gonna roll for you fighting them. You just destroy them. But you can only come across 2. With the materials that you gain from that, you can make a pack, but it's going to take you a while.
Okay.
So it takes you 3 hours to find the materials. It'll take you another 3 hours to figure the pack out.
That's fine.
In terms of the plant fiber and the ligaments and the skin. And you really don't have any specialized tools for it either.
No.
You have a screwdriver.
I have a screwdriver.
A lot can be done with a screwdriver.
It's true.
But you need to...
Is it a flathead or a Phillips screwdriver?
I'm assuming it's a flathead.
That was my assumption as well. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
Yeah. I'm assuming, because imagining the blacksmithing...
Yeah.
Or whatever, a Phillips really wouldn't be needed for anything.
Precisely.
They wouldn't have a way to make the bolts for it really easily.
Without the guy actually named Phillips who invented the Phillips head screwdriver in your world, would you even have the ability to have a Phillips head screwdriver?
I was using that as a reference to the shape of the head of my screwdriver attachment.
But the point still stands.
It's
would it exist, or would it have a different type of head on it, and not a flathead or a Phillips head?
It'd be called a cross point.
It's already been said it's a flathead.
It's a standard.
Would it be a
Standard
triangle?
flathead.
No, it would most certainly not be a triangle.
Yeah, hell no. A triangle could be done, but it'd be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Aaron, you don't have sugar.
Watch out there, bud.
I was trying to balance myself back to a neutral position where I wouldn't be falling over and knocking things over.
Yeah.
Just plain sugar.
You'll knock that right into the wall.
This is just
Lesson learned.
granulated sugar.
So you're spending the time to do that?
Yes.
Okay. You finished doing it.
We don't do your.
It is your second night.
Yep. I'd like to put my bits in a bag,
Okay.
climb a tree.
What kind of tree and how tall?
So I would like to find a tree, so I've seen the general size of some of the creatures around me.
And the tallest one you've seen so far is 25 to 30 feet.
Okay. I'd like to find a tree that is taller than that.
Okay. You can find a couple palm trees that go up to 40 to 50.
That's fine.
Okay.
And actually, no. I'd like to be in the forest line.
In the forest line, not
Yeah.
on the beach.
In the forest line, not on the beach.
The jungle canopy would top out at 60 feet.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
how tall are you climbing the trees? You find I think it's not a banyan, but something jungle-y, fucking whatever. I don't give a shit. You find a tree.
Yeah. So I'm gonna climb the tree. 50 feet.
Okay. Your night is uneventful.
Yep.
In the sense that, things come to check out. A lot of bugs bother you. But I don't know if they actually bother you. And some larger, scavengers try to come check out your bag because it smells like dead things. But aside from that, you're left alone.
Okay.
What did you want to do during just before you just wanted to talk about setting up a plan for the next day?
That's what my plan was, to talk
Okay.
about setting up a plan for the next day. So we knew what we were doing, we were on the same page.
15 or higher, you guys encounter something in the night. 16. I figure that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Me. Do what?
Oh, hell no.
You guys are gonna be fighting someone.
No,
We
I
made-
did not say that.
Yeah.
We encountered something
You're gonna be
in
seeing
the
something.
night. Therefore, Kastar is going to be poisoned and knocked over. You'll run out of spells, and I'll be fine.
You might use a spell or a shape.
Just joking, of course, but still.
That's pretty much how it's been going, though.
Yep.
It's like, oh, hey, look, Sarah's unconscious again. Yeah, so Roland, what was that about your stat line being terrible and you being the first to die?
Well, I told you if I made it to level 2, I might be okay.
That is valid.
But I had to make it to level 2.
Okay. One shot at this. What is your passive perception?
Mine? 19.
Okay. You hear a large mammal coming towards you.
I let them know there is something large coming towards us.
Okay. It is the size of a... How big are the black bear in here? Like what, 250 pounds?
Oh, they're bigger than that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Black bear?
Black
here?
bear's going to be 300 to 400 pounds.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
At least.
Yeah. Okay, so you get like a 250 to 300 pound animal that you can
'Cause I'm 220, dude. I'm not a black bear.
I just like having been to Alaska and the like you measure
And seeing
the weight
a grizzly?
you measure the weight of the bears in tons.
Which is about 2 to 3 times the size of a black bear?
Yeah. I'm just like I keep assuming that like black bears are just like big dogs.
No.
They're like big dogs, just really big dogs.
Yeah.
You should take a trip to the zoo.
Hey, Jake,
Go in the
a
forest.
black bear makes a Saint Bernard look small.
It's like 250 to 300 pounds.
Okay.
It's not the same size as a black bear from Colorado,
It's a puma.
but it's a large sized mammal.
Big puma.
I know. I was comparing it to the other extreme.
Okay.
It's making a lot of noise. It's not very stealthy. It's not trying to be stealthy. It doesn't give a shit.
How far away is it?
Like 100 feet.
Okay.
Can we make it into our pet?
I don't know. What happened to the goat?
It's with the goblins.
It's sinking.
It's sinking.
And
And-
it's with the satyr.
Yeah. Wherever they ended up, I'm sure the goat's with them. And we haven't come across
the bottom
them
of
yet.
the ocean.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
Or feeding some sort of shark.
Have you ever seen a goat try to swim?
It's very amusing.
Have you ever seen a goat try to swim with 3 goblins riding it?
And a cedar hugging it. Like you do your dog.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Fight
Well-
the party.
We don't know if it's friendly or not, but there's something very large coming this way and not quietly.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be nice and I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on you.
Okay, what does that do?
Next time you do anytime you do a skill check within the next, I want to say it's 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
This cannot be added to damage. It can, however, be added to the attack. You can roll a d6 and add that. To
Every
the
time or
D20
just
roll.
once?
Just once.
This once.
So I wait till I get a low d20.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Okay.
get a just 2 low d20?
Question for you: does that take up one of the spell slots for a heal?
No.
No.
That's
Okay,
just something
then
he
fine.
can do equal to his charisma modifier.
Thank you.
No, I've already got one.
Oh, jeez. Use it.
I did good on my survival check, or I would have used mine. Well, I did
So he's got.
Yeah, I tormented Bill and to give him inspiration. Like you guys have to earn each other's inspiration. Like at this point, I've given away the free one. Until you guys do something that catches my eye, try to catch each other's eye to earn inspiration.
Well, I was kind of joking and kind of not about the making it our pet. Does anybody have a way that they can kind of charm it, or?
Well, if it was a person, I could charm it, but a beast, I can't.
Yes, but that spell is not memorized right now.
You're a druid.
You have to prepare just like the cleric.
Mm-hmm. Animal friendship just still counts as a spell. It's first level.
Oh, you're gonna want it. It's a little too late, but yeah, you're gonna want it.
Well, I left Cure Wounds because with the way things have been going, he could be taken out in 2 shots just like she was, and then we don't have a healer. And if I take out Cure Wounds and replace it with that, then he can't die. And you have a tendency to knock him unconscious on really random occasions. So I can't trust you on that one. So I'm sorry, I would take the Cure Wounds over the Animal Friendship.
No. Okay. What spells do you prepare right now?
Me? Right now? Should I tell you?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm the DM, bitch.
But you might use that against me.
I'm the DM, bitch.
Poison flame or poison spray, produce flame, cure wounds, good berry, and moonbeam.
My biggest question is, if you have good berry prepared, why are you looking for food?
Because I don't want to use up the spell slot unless I have to.
I'm taking a rest. Oh, I'm gonna cast this spell that gives you guys all food. Now I'm resting.
Mm-hmm. We don't seem to get very many 8-hour rests from this guy right now.
But you get plenty of 4s.
Yeah, but
That's
still.
true.
And by the way, you were the one that told me to memorize that one.
Yeah, because good berry's phenomenal.
When you're starving.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't been starving.
In this scenario, it's great.
We haven't been starving.
Yeah.
We haven't needed it.
Right on.
Good
the bat,
berry is
you
enough
use
to
it.
stabilize someone.
Yeah.
Yes.
You put it in their mouth, and they all of a sudden have a hit point.
They have a hit point at the feet of the enemy. And there I am with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a smart move to me.
Kill the thing, then give them a good berry.
Then she dies of poison.
Alright.
No. Being poisoned does not cause damage. Being poisoned is like, it's like you have disadvantage against all skill checks and attack rolls.
Poison doesn't keep damage. It used to.
Then what the hell is poison for?
Well, there's poison damage, which is exactly what it sounds. You take it once. There's a thing where if you fail a con save, you will take poison damage each turn. And then there's the poisoned state of being. Like, you are poisoned.
So, it does give you damage each turn if you fail.
It depends on what it is.
It depends on the kind of poison.
So it's complicated and
She was bit by a venomous thing. She took immediate damage. Once the damage was dealt, she didn't take more damage. The effect of being dropped to 0 hit points is that her state is poisoned and paralyzed. Because that was a special effect of the creature.
Okay, and
Whatever. I have those memmed for my own reasons. I'm keeping it.
Nope,
Because
that's
every
fine.
time you guys argue with me and I change something, then you get mad at me. So
So
stop telling me what to do.
hey man.
wait a minute. This is the only person here, and I'm pointing at Kistera or Erin, but she's the only person who can tell you what to do.
Not in this, she's not my wife. In real life she is, but not here.
Yes, but you said
Finally, someone in a couple that gets it.
he gets his way more often than not anyway.
So, thing coming up to you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to do?
Well, because I have ranged attack, I would assume I'm stepping back, and since they're both melee, I'm leaving them in front of me and still waiting for them to decide what they're going to do.
Okay.
When I hid,
what is it?
or at least I'm gonna hide.
How?
We
Well,
don't know.
as it gets closer, you guys recognize it to be a giant badger.
Yeah, I'm
that
definitely
sounds
trying to
fucking
hide,
fun.
and I rolled a
Okay.
natural 20. So
Okay. You are super hidden.
I'm going to cast sleep on
Okay.
it.
Roll your 5d8.
Yeah.
68?
No, it's 5.
It is 5?
That's not why I'm shaking my head.
Okay.
It's the only thing I can think of without killing.
Why are you so far away?
Because I wanted to sit in a comfy chair for a few minutes while it wasn't my turn.
So pull the comfy chair up to the table.
But that takes effort.
Let's see, 10, 18, 20. 20 points.
Goes to sleep.
Yay! Congrats.
Okay. How long do we have before it wakes?
Are you staring at it until it wakes up?
No, I'm wondering so that I know what we can do in that amount of time.
As long as we don't touch it right now, it'll stay asleep.
Yes, but it is a badger, and they are naturally aggressive and territorial.
Yeah.
So should we try to, like, muzzle it before it wakes up? Should we try to...
This is me as the bard. I mean, you've got animal friendship, right?
Yes, but it's not men.
Take the time, mem it, drop something. Animal friendship, hey, that thing right there could be a lifesaver. That's another combatant for us.
He does have a point.
You know, and this thing as a friend, you know, as you.
And what's the chances of it waking up in that 4 hours? I don't know the spell, that's why I'm asking.
How long does it last?
He got to sleep there.
He doesn't know.
I can't remember.
He casted it, he doesn't know.
I can't remember.
Hey, I wouldn't know either.
Use discretion, it doesn't say.
Okay.
So is there like a throw that you do every hour to see if it wakes up, or
How much time do you want to have?
4 hours?
Okay. I'm not going to tell you how long the thing wakes until the thing wakes up on its own. Like,
Fine, I take a 4 hour rest.
okay.
So I'm avoiding the creature as much as I can, keeping an eye on it, making sure I don't bump into it.
As soon as Roland comes out, like starts to come out of his trance, the badger starts to wake up.
Oh boy, rolling. It's getting up. It's getting up. You
Yeah,
got
so am I. We just went over that.
it. Come on, get it. Animal friendship it. Whatever you got to do.
What does that spell do?
I have no idea. I'm looking it up.
I have a general idea. I just want to know the diction.
This spell lets you convince a beast. No, he's just handing it to you. That's fine.
I haven't read it yet, but I'll
read it
get
out
to you.
loud.
You can read it out loud.
Read it out loud for the party.
Have fun.
Read it out loud for the podcast.
Here, Roland, read your spell.
You don't want me to read it out loud, trust me.
Bill, just read the fucking thing out.
Aaron, take the tablet.
This spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. If you or one of your companions harms the target, the spell ends.
Okay, we do that.
The spell fails.
It's smarter than 4.
Great.
Oh, never mind. It does not. It does not fail.
If the intelligence is 4 or higher.
Yeah, I thought it was less than 4. I'm like, what does this mean?
No, 4 or higher.
Alright, so it's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
And your spell save is 12.
You have all my stuff right there, dude.
Your wisdom modifier is +2, correct?
It fails.
Cool.
You got less than a 10.
It's a friendly bear.
Friendly
Badger.
Badger.
Badger, mushroom.
Badger.
Okay, so
You've made a friendly badger.
Okay.
Yay!
hey,
Honey badger don't care.
this is a big change for you, bud. First you get a goat, now you get a badger.
I'd rather have the goat. It was friendlier.
Oh no, this thing now I bet is just sitting there snuffling up to you, trying to snuggle and everything.
It is Kazetting you.
Wow.
What?
You met Kazet yesterday. It's doing that.
By the way, animal friendship lasts 24 hours.
I saw that.
Okay. I tell it to follow Lou.
It sits at your side.
So it doesn't listen.
I'm Bill's friend. Does Bill listen to me?
Hey, Jacob, pass the booze.
Fuck you.
Point proven.
I'm not gonna hurt Bill.
So animal
I'll
friendship.
fight by his side, but I'm not his bitch. I don't do what he says.
So it allows me to friend the animal, but not.
Command it.
Yes.
Okay.
It's your buddy.
You want to go drinking with it? He'll go with you.
How much
So
booze
if
is
something comes up to attack us, I can't tell it to attack it either.
It'll probably attack it on its own.
if you start punching something, it will start punching something.
What if
More than
we
likely.
just charm the pansy badger that wants to run away from anything that's not less than half its size?
Well, then you chose wrong when you used this one.
I think you're thinking too much.
Yeah, let's.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things,
I think its teeth would have made nice weapons.
do you guys know do you guys know what its max hit points could possibly be?
Its max hit points are 20.
Or less.
Mm.
Because of the sleep spell.
That's not helpful.
But now
Most of the things I can turn into are more than that. Well, everything other than the cat and the goat.
Still.
Turn into Fluffy! Turn into Fluffy!
you can actually turn into a badger.
Yeah.
You can turn into what this thing is. It's below your CR maximum.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't put it in my list because this is the first time I've ever seen one.
But now you can add it. Any creature you see,
Beast.
Not sure I want to add
or
it.
beast, I mean.
I've got a pretty good spread already written down.
It doesn't hurt.
It never hurts as a druid.
Yeah. But I'm not doing it now because you guys will be waiting 20 minutes for me to look everything up I want to write down.
I got a picture of it on my phone.
Well, good for you. I can take pictures of badgers too.
I have a picture.
Let's move on.
I have a picture of the stat block on my phone.
Let's move on.
He's saying, Badger? I don't need no stinking badger.
So,
Reference.
what do you guys? I know the reference that you're talking about. What are you guys doing after you solve the badger problem?
Just
Playing fetch.
Well, I thought we were going to
The armor's
attempt to.
the armor's done for him. I'm going to get up to the. I'll let y'all know. I'm going to go over here to the edge of the woods, and I'm going to start looking for long sticks. Nice straight long sticks to see if I can maybe make me something.
Is it still dark?
Mm-hmm.
Because that thing came to us in the dark,
Oh, okay. I thought we had
and
daytime.
you're going to go on to.
I thought I was
See, it was
thinking.
How many badgers do shit in the day, dude?
Exactly.
True.
I knew that much.
Well, I thought we'd gone into the daytime. I'm sorry, because 4 hours. Yeah, we had it. So I'm going to go to sleep and. Oh wait, no. This is the last part of the shift. I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
And sitting there keeping an eye out on what's going on.
Nothing happens till morning.
Humming a song of rest to the others.
If you guys aren't at full hit points, you can add an extra 1d6 if you take any healing from your hit die.
What now?
Song of Rest. Basically, it's a bard thing that they can do. Whenever he wants, whenever you guys
armor, yeah.
rest and take your health, like roll a hit die, you can add an extra 1d6 to that roll.
Ah.
So
Finally.
whenever your hit die is 1d8 as well, so you can roll 1d6.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter because I only need 1 point anyway.
Yeah.
But I'd get you back up.
Thank you.
I knew why you were handing it to me.
I just don't know how much it adds, so thank you.
Yeah, it was 15 plus your dex modifier.
Okay.
Max of 2.
Okay. So next.
Disadvantage on stealth checks because it's made out of shell.
If you
How
try to
often
hide,
have
you
I
do it
stealth?
less.
Well, does that
I'm
also
giving you
work?
stats.
Does that also work when I'm in forms? Didn't think so. Okay, then I
If you're
don't
not
care.
benefiting from the armor, you're also not.
Because I have
not
specific
benefiting
forms
from
I
the
will
armor.
use for stealth if I need it.
Yeah. No. you
So
don't-
if it doesn't harm the forms, I really don't care.
it doesn't affect the forms.
Okay, so next morning,
So it's 10 minutes up.
10 minutes to what?
Am I done with this 1d6?
Oh, dude, it's been like days, almost a day. Like since you last got that, it's been like 8 hours, 16 hours.
I just thought I'd check because I was holding it to the side just in case.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's got an extra one to give you now if you want to take it again, but it's up to you.
Well, it was pretty useless, so not right now.
Okay.
Let's wait till we're actually in battle. Not hoping to be in battle.
yeah.
This is your guys' like, it's your time to shine. What do you want to do? You have an entire island at your disposal.
Party! No, just kidding.
No, that's a totally viable option. I'm glad you
The-
mentioned it. Have some inspiration because
As we discussed, once day breaks, we are going to start hunting for stuff to try to start making a boat.
Okay.
Alright.
So
How big of a boat?
Probably big enough to carry us.
What's the design of it?
I haven't discussed
Gilligan's
that.
Idol.
I recommended boat or raft, but nobody said either or.
Does any of us know how to build anything?
I don't know. Your sailor's not
Again.
with you.
Again, given long enough, we'll eventually do it. It just matters how long it's going to take, just like with the armor, I would assume.
yeah, but you ask what kind of boat or raft. We won't know until we get material to see what we've got.
Mm-hmm.
Whether
Well, we probably just need lumber, and then I produce string to tie it all together, and
If we do a raft.
if we do a raft.
I would suggest that because that would seems like it would be the easiest.
So I don't know how we're going to glue together a boat.
yeah, we don't have nails. Because I don't think you can create yourself a creature that can shit nails, can you?
Badger's teeth.
Yeah, speaking of which, I do have.
Are you good?
You rat bastard.
Speaking of which, I do have teeth.
None of us here would have thought of that.
Don't you dare use Barry the Badger's teeth as nails.
No, I was planning on punching his teeth out and using them as a saw.
Actually, I was just gonna say I do have teeth on me.
How many?
As many as
Several
an
wolves'
alligator.
mouths worth.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I missed that because I was trying to listen to her and you talked over her. And I did not hear a thing you said. So what?
Several wolves' mouths worth.
Okay.
Hey, Brick.
Hey, Brick.
How you doing, buddy?
Brick's hanging in a tree.
Okay. It's morning now.
It's bright time now?
It's bright time. It's not dark time now.
Good. Because now I can see shit.
Yeah.
Brick's gonna jump from tree to tree because I'm sick of getting attacked by shit.
Tier dexterity check. Acrobatics.
remember, you have no armor right now.
He rolled a 3, by the way.
That's not much better. It's gonna be 15.
15 total?
Yep.
Okay. You manage to not fall on your ass all day.
Cool.
You don't make a lot of, you don't make a very good time.
But I'm not getting attacked by shit.
Yeah.
What about that big 30-foot tree snake?
The one on my pants?
That is the.
No, he said 30 inches, not 30 nanometers.
Ah, got
I
it.
thought you said 30 feet.
He did say feet.
Whatever.
And he's got half nanometers.
Ooh, 30 millinanometers?
Yeah.
Millimeters?
Millionanometers.
No.
Millinano?
Millinano.
Millinano? Millionaire!
Sure. Let's go with that.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, we can do it later.
So Brick is jumping from tree to tree to tree.